the lobby of Financial Peace Plaza is Kathy. Hey, Kathy, how are you?
Good. How are you, Dave?
I am better than I deserve. Now, where are you from?
Tempe, Arizona.
What in the world brings you to Nashville, Tennessee?
We came to scream that we're debt-free.
You came all the way from Arizona to Nashville to do this?
Yes.
They don't have phones there? You could have just called me.
These two little girls standing next to me, Sydney and Abigail, insisted that we come here and scream that we're debt-free.
Well, that's very cool. I'm glad they did that. Plus, they heard Martha's got homemade cookies.
Yes, I think that was it.
Very cool. So how much debt has Kathy in Tempe, Arizona paid off?
$28,000.
And how long did it take you?
28 months.
There you go. Making what kind of money?
I started out at 30 and now I'm making 38.
Wow. So you're a single mom?
I actually am single. These are my nieces, which I spend most of my time with.
Ah, that'll work. Okay, cool. Very cool. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So what puts you on this track, this weirdness? Because you're officially weird now, because it's weird to be debt-free.
I'm glad I'm weird.
Yeah, you're weird. That's a good thing.
I started listening to your show, and I'm a CPA, and noticed that the clients that I had that didn't have debt were always the ones that seemed to do better, especially in economic downturns. So I said, I think I can do this. So I sold everything, moved into a tiny apartment, and now I'm debt-free.
Did you kind of have the same experience, because you've got the formal academic financial training like I have, did you kind of have this same experience like, crap, why didn't they teach me common sense?
Yes, and all my debt was student loan debt, too. So
yeah, it makes it even worse, yeah. I paid for no common sense, yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, I went completely broke, lost everything, and there I sit with all these letters and licenses after my name. It says I'm supposed to know something about money. I'm broke, and I'm going, dude, I must have missed something in there. There must be something. And then you have this aha moment where you smack yourself in the head, and you go, there it is.
Yes.
Well, congratulations. What was the hardest thing you did during this 28 months?
I would say every time the girls wanted to do something, I'd say, well, check your envelope. If it's empty, we get to stay home and play games. So that was really hard sometimes, but they were so excited once it started. They'd always say, what's in our envelope? I'd say, well, go open it. They'd open it up and say, yay, we get to go to the movies.
All right. Very cool. So as a CPA, now you can advise your clients and you can tell them what you've done and you can share your story, or at least parts of it that is appropriate and those kinds of things. What do you tell people the key to getting out of debt is?
Sticking to the budget.
A written plan.
Very difficult, but you can do it.
A written plan, on paper, on purpose.
Yes.
Sounds like a good CPA answer. Sounds like a good Dave Ramsey answer, too.
Yes.
Well, Kathy, I'm really, really proud of you. I'm very excited. Well, what kind? It was all student loan debt?
All student loan debt, yes.
Every bit of it. So you gave Sally Mae her eviction papers.
Yes, I did. I was
Get
very
out of the
excited.
house, old woman. I love it. That's good. Very
That's
cool.
very good.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And what are the young ladies' names, the nieces?
Sydney and Abigail.
Sydney and Abigail. All right, that's perfect. Well, let's hear what it sounds like when you scream all the way from Tempe, Arizona to Nashville. $28,000 paid off in 28 months, making up to $38,000 a year. Kathy, Sydney, and Abigail, count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
3, 2, 1. We're debt-free!
Congratulations. Very well done. That's so fun. Carla is in Buffalo, New York. Hi, Carla. How are you?
Good, Dave. How are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Well, I just have a question. I have a small cookie company, and the reason I want to ask you, what I want to ask you is how the cookie that I make, the one in particular, is like a huge seller that I know that I need to do something with it, but I just don't know how to go about it because what I do best is I create the recipe.
So how is it selling? Where are you selling it?
Oh, I sell it actually at the farmer's market in my area. This is my 6th year, and every year it just grows. Like, more people.
So what do you want to do with it? Do you want to take a commercial and sell it through, like, grocery stores or something?
Well, I don't know. Sometimes I think if I should just sometimes I think I should sell the recipe or do something like that or license it or something like that. I know that if somebody gets a hold of it, it's going to be so big because it's so big with me, and I'm just doing it, little bitty. So
So you don't really want to own a manufacturing operation. You don't want to grow the next cookie deal.
I don't. don't really know. Honestly, I know that I just need to make another step. This is fine, and I'm patient. I'm not, like, anxious.
Well, the step is not based on impatience. The direction of the step you take is based on the journey you want to take. If you want to take a licensing step, then you take a step towards a couple of places that are manufacturers. Some of the other cookie companies, especially if you can find a good regional one. If you want to take a step to become the manufacturer, then you would just find a small local grocery chain or a series of markets in the area that are locally owned and start trying to get them, to put you at the front cash register for some things and try to increase your volume and increase your production level, which means you're probably going to have to outsource some manufacturing.
Right.
To get more scale than you've got. But so you need to decide where do you want this deal to be? If there's 1 million cookies sold 5 years from today, how do you want those 1 million cookies to have been produced? Who do you want to own the manufacturing? And what part do you want to have played?
Okay.
And then once you decide that, it tells you which direction to go. But you're definitely at the stage where you could outsource some volume. And, get your recipe right at a higher production level, which sometimes things change, as I understand, in the food world. You got to be very careful when you increase your volume on things, and then oven changes, those kinds of things, whatever. But then and get a little bit of distribution locally, maybe some internet action, those kinds of things, and then see where that takes you, and then you can decide based on that if you want to do a licensing deal with someone, or if you want to, a patent deal where you sell them the recipe, something along those lines. So, I think just something along like that. You just got to decide where you want to go with this. And I can help you with this part of it. I will send you a copy of our #1 New York Times bestseller, Entree Leadership. And it's our leadership and business book on how to run a business the way we've grown ours from where you are. We grew ours from a card table in my living room and took it to that point. So, good question. Thank you for joining us very much. Well, we have done it. We have completely updated Financial Peace University. That's right. Huge. We've redone all the videos. We spent almost $1 million on this shoot. We're redoing the entire website. We're redoing the whole class experience. We're redoing the workbooks, the kits, everything about Financial Peace University. Every detail of it, from the top to the bottom, has been combed through. Probably 20 years of man hours have been poured into this in the last 6 months. Our team has put in more than 20. I mean, it's got to be more than 20 years because there's 100 people working on this. It's unbelievable. I was reviewing some of the graphics and some of the things that have gone to manufacturing this morning on this. It's the best Financial Peace University we've ever done. And based on, we've changed some things on it based on a lot of research we've done with the marketplace, learning from you. See, over 2 million people have now been through Financial Peace University. So we've got really good data on what it takes to win. Those that go into the class and why they win and what it takes for them to win. And we changed the whole class experience to aim at everything to make it work. Now, there's people out there that need this help. And so if you want to start the brand new Financial Peace University in your area, if you want to consider helping us, we're doing a sneak peek on June the 5th, this coming Tuesday. A sneak peek, and you can watch it online. And if you want to do that, it's a webcast. You don't want to miss our coordinator webcast on June the 5th. It's the sneak peek at the new Financial Peace University. Behind-the-scenes footage, live chat with our team, giveaways. Go to DaveRamsey.com for the details on the sneak peek that's this coming Tuesday evening.